Hello everybody, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and I am running through every single episode of Game of Thrones before we get to Season 8. I am a first-timer, have never seen the show before, thought it would be a good idea to watch every single episode before Season 8 gets here, and guess what? That was a mistake. Not that I'm not loving the show, I love the show, it's fantastic. But I wish I started this just a 1 month earlier. Would make such a difference, so I could really process everything that's happening in the show and digest it and not be. I'm literally sprinting through a marathon, but you know it's fun and I'm really enjoying it. And so far, everybody in the comments seems to be enjoying it as well. We have made it up to the first episode of Season 6. We have to keep up this pace if we're going to get all the way through Seasons 6 and 7 before 8 begins. And trust me, we are going to do it. So you're going to want to follow along with me. Hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and every time I drop a new episode, you guys will be alerted to it. So without further ado, we're going to get into Season 6, Episode 1, which I'm told is called The Red Woman. Oh no, it's Ghost! Oh, you pup!
It's the Lord Commander!
Help me get him inside.
I saw him in flames.
We've committed treason, all of us. Jon Snow was my Lord Commander. I had no love for him. That was no secret. But I never once disobeyed an order. Loyalty is the foundation on which the Night's Watch is built. And the Watch means everything to me. I have given my life. We have all given our lives to the Night's Watch. Jon Snow was going to destroy the Night's Watch. He let the wildlings through our gates, as no Lord Commander has ever done before. He gave them the very land on which they reaved and raped and murdered. Lord Commander Snow did what he thought was right, I've no doubt about that. And what he thought was right would have been the end of us. He thrust a terrible choice upon us, and we made it.
If you were planning to see tomorrow, you picked the wrong room. We all die today. I say we do our best to take Thorne with us when we go.
We need to fight. But we don't need to die. Not if we have help.
Who is going to help us?
You're not the only ones who owe your lives to Jon Snow.
Bolt the door. Don't let anyone in. I'll be back as soon as I can.
A reckoning will come. We need the North to face it. The entire North. They won't back us without Sansa Stark. We no longer have Sansa Stark. You played your games with her. You played your games with the heir to the Iron Islands, and now they're both gone.
I have a team of men after them with some of my best hounds.
I'm glad to hear it. Without Sansa, you won't be able to produce an heir. And without an heir? Well...
I have another boy coming.
Let's hope the maesters are right. And Lady Walder's carrying a boy.
Go north. Only north. Jon is Lord Commander of Castle Black. He'll help you.
He's not.
Where is Lady Bolton?
Dead.
Liar.
Brienne, please. Brienne, please.
Yes. Bloody woman.
Thank God. Okay. Theon's gonna get this guy. Thank you.
Lady Sansa, I offer my services once again. I will shield your back and keep your counsel and give my life for yours if need be. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
Say yes.
And I vow that you shall always have a place by my hearth. And
Meat and mead at my table.
meat and mead at my table. And I pledge to ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
A ship from Dorne has sailed into the harbor. Marcella.
Not quite. This show is cruel. It's so cruel.
My brother. Can you tell me how he is?
It isn't Sir Loras that brings me here. Your husband misses you dearly. The love between a man and wife is sacred. It reflects the love the gods have for all of us. But sin leads us away from the sacred. And only confession can purge sin.
I have nothing to confess.
So you believe you are pure, perfect, holy without sin?
None of us are.
You have started down the path, but you have many miles to go.
The Princess Marcella.
Oh! Wow.
You're not a Dornishman. You're not our prince.
My son. Tristan.
Your son is weak, just like you. And weak men will never rule Dorne again.
We're not here to feed you. We're here to kill you.
We're family. I don't want to hurt you.
Eoha, prosa. Prosa.
She thinks you want to eat her baby. Ziha Valeria Kupegriais. Guluria out the Pagon Jailas. Hignira ois rus I Predagan Kostos.
We won't be sailing to Westeros anytime soon.
An army. Not an army. A horde. Dothraki?
That's why she took her ring off. Come on, he found that ring in a giant field. Okay. Okay.
They have her. The history had this. She's quite quiet.
Tu fracco ana voceci.
Anha Daenerys Javasco. Heala Targaryen. Atak mahakison mayo savir sak. Khalisi mireni. Khalisi mandali man roinari mataki. Khalisi maravoshi. Javorshi vea varak.
Yervosak yarak yeri. Khalesi vosi. Safrachali moro. Ajalana shilok. Asber joverina. Asbeyan rises. Asherti hoy.
Anha voceci. Anha vreven. Eshek naan. Mehegnahan. Manharorok. Ananak. Vatata. Mesherik ron. Khaldrogo kibar boisi.
Khaldrogo driva.
Ananisak. Anha veavok moro.
Etjo masak. Anhavoneso. Meisvena si khalinison. Iran bosechi. Askal drivoy. Ashat kachi khalesisa an maye.
Vaistofrak. Vaistoftoshi khali.
Atira shechis meima khaliniosa khalidrivi.
She's still blind? What's with her eyes?
Are you listening, blind girl? Do you hear them talking? Stand and fight, blind girl.
I can't see.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
Arya, listen, listen.
See you tomorrow.
Sir Davos, we have no cause to fight. We are both anointed knights.
Hear that, lads? Nothing to fear.
But surrender by nightfall, or this ends with blood.
Thank you, Sir Alistair. We'll discuss amongst ourselves and come back to you with an answer.
9 times out of 10, she's doing her scenes naked. What? What? Oy, come on now. That's it? Alright, listen. Season 6 kicks off with the Red Woman. And we learn that the Red Woman is actually a very old woman. Jon Snow, still dead. Still dead. And the Red Woman says she saw him fighting in the flames, but he remains dead. And now the Night's Watch is divided between the people who think that Thorne's a traitor and the people who always believed that Jon Snow didn't have their best interests in hand and was aligning with the wildlings. We also caught up with Ramsay, who was mourning the death of Miranda, and sent his team after Reek, now Theon, and Sansa. And in a very dramatic fashion, Brienne catches up with Sansa. Podrick also helps defend Sansa, and now Sansa finally has some allies at her disposal. Weird band, a weird band of people. Not that Brienne is not fantastic. She's an amazing fighter. Sansa is going to do very well to have her on her side. But Pod, better known for his work in the brothels, and Theon, by way of Reek, potentially by way of Theon, is a broken man, shattered. But this is Sansa's troop now at this point, and she lives to fight another day, although Ramsay, knowing Ramsay, is not going to give up on that hunt. Jaime returns and lets Cersei know that Marcella is gone, and the Lannisters, again, I said this, I think a driving theme of Season 6 is going to be just scorned Lannisters setting fire to anyone who's in their way. Like, Cersei looks like a woman possessed, and she can only take so much, right? She can only take so much before she's going to lash out at both the High Sparrow, probably the people in Dorne. Those girls are taking over Dorne by eliminating Prince Dora, essentially murdered for his inaction, because every death, every murder in this show is motivated by vengeance. So she essentially says, like, you know, Oberyn got killed, you didn't do anything about it. Oberyn's sister got killed, you didn't do anything about it. You sat here and protected yourself and your kingdom and your throne. Your inactivity, we're not following you anymore. Kills him, kills some members of his inner circle, and now they seem to be taking over Dorne. But they're going to have a really powerful enemy coming after them soon in the Lannisters. So Varys and Tyrion are in Meereen trying to figure out who's funding the Sons of the Harpy, and in the meantime a fire breaks out in the kingdom. I don't know if that's meant to mean that the dragons are on the loose, that Dany's other 2 dragons, who she did not ride away with, well, they're in chains. Last I know, they're in chains. So I'm not sure if it was them that's burning it. Maybe it's the Sons of the Harpy that are setting the town ablaze with Dany gone, right? Maybe this is their opportunity to rise up and fight back. Everyone's kind of looking for an opportunity to rise up and fight back, right? Davos is trying to put together a small band to sort of revolt. That small band might get larger if they're able to get a word out to the wildlings, and Tormund is able to come back and maybe fight for Jon Snow. Jorah and Daario are on the hunt, and that's pretty funny. Jorah marching through a field that is God knows how far away from where Dany landed, and he finds her ring in the field. Okay. Meanwhile, it's confirmed Dany was captured by the Dothraki, and they give her a hard time. For the most part, we meet Khal Moro, but then once he figures out that she's the widow of a Khal, she gets a little more respect, but then is told that, look, you have to live out the rest of your days in this place where we send every widow of the call, and Dany doesn't look pleased by that. And I can't say I blame her. So, and last, we caught up briefly with Arya as this season kicks off. She's still blind, based on everything that happened at the House of the Black and White last season, and she is getting her ass kicked, and it's part of her training. So, fun times for Arya and Braavos. I assume we're going to get right back to Castle Black. I assume we're going to find out what's going on with the Red Woman, who's the old woman, and we'll figure out whether she can help Davos fend off the forces of Castle Black who are against Jon Snow. So we'll see what happens. So that's season 6, off and running, and some really good plot threads to follow through. I cannot wait to see what happens in episode 2. So go down, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications. As soon as I'm back at it with episode 2 of season 6, you guys will be alerted to it, and we will continue our march all the way through the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, 6 and 7, so that we can be finished by the time season 8 begins right here at CinemaBlend.